Good morning. It is June 15th. We are right back here at the Alturas Lake Creek trailhead. Same place we started out last section, but this time headed north. Really excited. This is the crown jewel of the Idaho Centennial Trail. I'm going through the Sawtooth Wilderness on this one, so should be absolutely spectacular. Got a beautiful week coming up, and can't wait to get up there. Wow, what a difference 2 weeks make. This is where I stopped to fill up the first time last week, and still flowing, but not nearly like it was a couple weeks ago. There are not as many of the little flows going down to the mainstream, and the mainstream is down quite a bit, so I haven't hit a single patch of snow yet. The stream looks lower than it was, so I'm hoping I've waited long enough to get into the Sawtooth that these stream crossings won't be too sporty. So looking forward to it, and again, just another beautiful day to be out here on the trail. All right, that was a heck of a lot easier getting to the trail than it was in the snow 2 weeks ago. As you can see, I am now on the ICT. It was only 5.41 miles if you stay on the trail rather than bushwhack the 6 miles to get here. So there's still some snow, but yeah, it's much better. So I'm hoping that waited long enough and that it'll all be great. So far, thumbs up. All right, we are here at the border of the Sawtooth Wilderness and the Sawtooth National Forest. That way is wilderness. Just filled out my wilderness use permit, deposited it in the box there. I saw the one below me. There's a couple of ICT hikers that were here on the 13th, so I saw a footprint in the mud, so now I know there's other people doing this, so I'm not the only person here, and that's comforting. There's another trail sign, Atlanta, 11 miles that way. Alturas Lake, 10 miles the other way. That's where I've come up from. That's the pass up to Ross Fork Divide that I hiked last week. Still quite a bit of snow up there. And this is where we'll say goodbye to the drone for the next couple of days, so I'll throw it up. Look at that view. Spectacular. That's Mattingly Creek. Here it looks reasonable. I think I'm about to cross it. Hopefully it stays pretty manageable. Like I say, I feel a lot better knowing others have been in here this year already, so if they haven't turned back, it'll be all right. Just had to pause to appreciate where I am. That's the canyon I've been coming down. Look at that waterfall. Mattingly Creek running right down there. Mattingly Peak right there. We're going around it. Atlanta somewhere down there. And then we'll go right back up into the Wasatch, or not the Wasatch, the Sawtooth. But as far as 360-degree views, it does not get much better than this. So, following the Boise River here, I've crossed it a few times and they've been pretty manageable. As you can see, it's not, let's see if we can keep our feet dry, but it's not fear for my life either. So, beautiful little canyon I'm in. Just some amazing scenery. Been a spectacular day. Let's cross this river. All right, let's do this. Why does it always get strongest right before you're through? All right, 3 points of contact. I think we did it. Oh yeah. See, not bad. I think we still got to cross it 2 or 3 more times. Oh man, look at this. This is awesome. Hiking's been good. I had to bushwhack about 1/10 a mile where I lost the trail, and that part was brutal. But otherwise, the trail is really, really good. A little bit of deadfall to crawl through, but not as bad as some that I crawled through last year. So, having a great day. And look at this view. That is ridiculous. Got here just in time for sunset. These are the Spangle Lakes, and they are stunning. This is gorgeous. Long day, 100% worth it. Last 2 miles were, well, not 2 miles, but last at least a mile and some were switchbacks. And I considered staying down low, coming up here in the morning, but oh, I'm glad I came up here. This is epic. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Well, I think I am going to find a dry, flat spot and camp. So that I can also get sunrise at the Spangle Lakes. I guess I might as well wrap up day 11. 22 point something miles. Only tough well, the creeks were no joke. I crossed a lot of them today. But the 2 weeks made all the difference. I'm sure I would not have been able to do that 2 weeks ago. So it's just right. That little bushwhacking section was not much fun. Everything else has been absolutely gorgeous. So all in all, just an amazing day. Last looks. All right, gonna go set up my tent. Good morning. Well, good mid-morning. I slept a little rough last night. I should have had my down bag, but I had my light one because I was hot last week, but I'm so high that I was much colder. Also, camped between these two lakes, a little bit of a condensation problem, and it did actually freeze. So I wasn't super warm last night, so once the sun came up, I just slept in this morning and let it warm me and dry my bag. And yeah, what a nice place to wake up. Just epic. So today I look forward to more of the same, just beautiful views. Nice day. Haven't seen another person, so just spectacular. All right, just coming out of Spangle Lakes down there, and check this out. Look at this little lake up here. Oh, absolutely stunning. As you can see, there was quite a bit of snow there coming out. I packed the micro spikes and I was glad I had them again. I don't know that I would have needed them, but they were nice to have. So now let's go check this out. I just can't believe how beautiful this little lake is. Oh. Wow. One of the prettiest places I've ever been here in the Sawtooth. The Wind Rivers were awesome. I think this is every bit as good. All right, I'm sure it's obvious why I've chosen right here to make my commercial for the ICT. I feel incredibly lucky to be here in this place, to be an American, to be an Idahoan, and to have this place all of myself. But these are our public lands. These are your public lands. So I would encourage anyone to get out here. Enjoy the Sawtooth Wilderness, leave no trace, and take away this. Incredible. Drone shot. Oh. Just another incredibly scenic mountain lake. Obviously some snow on the trail, but it hasn't been bad. This is a great time of year to be up here. Look at that big, beautiful mountain. It's an amazing lake. Oh. Look at the water. It's gorgeous. Wow. I hope you can see how crystal clear the water is, and the greens and the blues. So beautiful. Yeah, at this rate, with the views I'm getting, I will have to recharge the GoPro before lunchtime. This is awesome. All right. Looks like we are headed back downhill again, but the views on this side of the pass are every bit as good as on the Spangle Lake side. This is Rock Slide Lake, just another in a procession of never-ending, pristine mountain lakes, surrounded by snow-covered, jagged peaks. Stunning. Still Rock Slide Lake. just down a little bit. Absolutely stunning. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Beautiful little waterfall coming out of Rockslide Lake. Oh. Another gorgeous lake here. This one is Benedict Lake. Surprises me that so far I haven't seen any big animals. I have seen tracks in the mud, but you would think as pretty as these lakes are, I'd see them wading down here for a drink, but maybe I've just hit it the wrong time of day, or maybe they're somewhere else this time of year. But this looks like a real good place for like a moose or an elk to hang out and enjoy their day. Look at this. Yeah, these are the sawtooths. Oh man. Once you get around the corner here, it'll like, oh look, and you're coming up on like a waterfall. Still can't see because of the trees, but we'll get there. Oh. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty spectacular. I'm sure I'll be crossing that at some point. Wow. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh. Wow. That's about all you can say. All right, so if I'm reading the map right, that one's Plummer Peak. And that one is Mount Everly. They are both gorgeous. Glad I don't have to cross there. That looks slippery. But if you could steer yourself, it would be an awesome water slide. Nice little out in that pool right there. But you probably couldn't steer yourself. How could it possibly get any better than this? Little trail junction here. I've just come from Benedict Lake. I'm going to go down the South Fork Payette River, and the Queens River Trail goes this way. I'll bet you see some pretty country up there. Maybe next time. This is ridiculous. Look at these peaks. Wow. Astoundingly beautiful. Wow. That is a lot of water coming over that falls. If you did start your slip and slide back up top, you definitely don't want to ride it out off of that. Wow. I do have to cross up here somewhere, but it looks like it calms down quite a bit down there. That's doable. I guess we'll find out. Oh, this is a much better place to cross than at the waterfall. Nice and wide. Oh, cool water feels good on my toes. Beautiful. This is all right. Oh, they should all be like this. That would be amazing. Almost like a boat ramp getting out. That's as pleasant a crossing as you can ever have. As pleasant a crossing as you can ever have. There's that sawtooth. And back on the trail. Pretty spectacular canyon. That's one side. That's the trail. There's the other side. Oh, and there's the moon up there above the peak. So pretty. There is a really pretty little waterfall. There's the trailhead come down. And this is Elk Lake. I don't see any elk, but once again, looks like a pretty nice place to spend the day if you're an elk. Oh yeah, look at that waterfall. Cool. Very sawtoothy. This is Taylor Spring, and that water is delicious. Must come out of these rocks, and it is just ice cold and the best tasting water you've ever had. And must just feed in and run over to the Payette. This is called Big Meadow. Beautiful valley I'm coming down into. Somewhere down there is the end of the Sawtooth Wilderness and the Grand John Campground. There's the river. Oh, just magical this time of day. And there's the trail. And there's the trail. So yeah, just gonna keep going and keep enjoying it. You have to get pretty close to see the scales. It just looks like a hunk of rubber. He's pretty chill too. I just saw an ant walking down him. It's cooling off a little bit now, so I'm sure he's getting less active. But that's really cool. There he goes. Still active enough to get off the trail. Bye, rubber snake. Look how beautiful the sunset is on those guys. Especially that one back there. Let's get around these trees. Look at that. Oh yeah. As you can see, I am chasing the sunset, trying to get around that hill before the sun goes down so I can see it. And hopeful that I'll make it. Well, I wish I were coming on this earlier in the day, but I got here when I got here. We'll just take it easy. This one looks like a pretty good one though. All right. Oh yeah. Up to the knees right off the bat. It looks like this one gets shallower as it goes on. Mid-thigh. Pretty good push. Oh yeah. Good crossing. But it's gonna take my stuff a long time to dry tonight. There it is. The wilderness boundary. Been there for 2 days, didn't see another soul. Some of the most beautiful country I've ever been through. All right, and I've gone through nothing but fantastic camp spots, so maybe we'll just post up and camp. Let's check it out. Oh, this looks pretty good. All right. As soon as I made it across the wilderness border, decided this was a beautiful place to camp. I did not catch the sunset, but there'll be another one. I'm trying to dry out. We'll see how successful that will be, because I am next to the river here, but do what we can. To recap the day, it was phenomenal. How could you start out in any more beautiful place than I did up at the Spangle Lakes this morning, and then, you know, past Rockslide Lake, and after that I got out of the snow, and pretty much it was all downhill. Just followed that canyon, and here I am. I did end up making pretty good miles today, a little over 20. So, gonna be out in plenty of time for Dad to pick me up Friday morning, and this section of trail is up there with anything I've ever hiked. Just gorgeous. The trail was really well maintained. There was some deadfall, but there was plenty of cut deadfall as well. So, I mean, you could tell people get in here. I did see a lot of shoe prints in the sand on the last mile or so. So, although I haven't seen anyone for 2 days, there have been people in here. So, and I'm gonna go through. I'm less than a mile from Grand John Campground, and then on to Stanley Lake Campground. So, pretty sure I will see some people tomorrow, but we'll find out. All in all, an amazing day. And now I'm going to set up my tent. All right, good morning. Just walking at a camp here on day 13. It was a beautiful campsite, although condensation was no joke. So once again, I slept in, waited till the sun came up, just took my time and made sure everything was nice and dry, and that the sun was on me and I was warm while I did everything. So now I'm just gonna mosey the half mile or mile or whatever it is until I get into the Grand John Campground. It was nice not to see any people for a couple of days, but I am guessing that this morning I will. So there's once again the wilderness boundary, and I'm in the national forest. Look at the sawtooths behind me. Just another glorious day, as you can see. Hope to make good miles today, get almost as far as I want to be so that Dad can pick me up early on Friday. So I'm going to be headed through Stanley Lake Campground, back into the wilderness for a bit, and hopefully it'll be a lovely day. I'm sure it will be. Hello, pretty girl. Hello. Yeah. Back off. Come on. Come on. Come on, I gotta go by. You gotta look elsewhere for a buddy. Come on. Oh, you're so pretty though. Yeah, so pretty. Oh, look at that waterfall. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see them, but there's been a ton of tiger swallowtails. There's one over there, that one. Beautiful big butterflies. All right, I got some water. Just about to head through the deadfall switchbacks. Gonna do my absolutely disgusting good deed of the day, and pack out somebody else's disgusting toilet paper. Leave no trace means leave no trace. Pretty as a picture. Look at that. Little stream I just crossed. Oh, that's beautiful. A mile or so out of Sawtooth Lake. Now we're in big open meadows. The trail is amazing. It's open to bikers, and so it's a fantastic path. That mountain is awesome. I think that's the last Sawtooth. Spectacular. Cannot say enough about this trail. Look how beautiful it is. And these retainer things, the black things, I think that's where the trail tends to wash out, where you lose gravel, and this is absolutely great. Look at that mountain in the background. Coming into Stanley Lake here at some point. But wow, great trail, amazing scenery, beautiful flowers, just spectacular. Stanley Lake, nice little spot to take a breather. We've got a picnic table to sit at. Lots of people here enjoying the beach. And how could you not? Going up and over Elk Mountain. There's Stanley Lake. There's the mountains again. Oh, should have carried more water. I'm pretty thirsty. I filled up a liter at the lake, but I was hoping to find better water. So we'll see how desperate I get if I filter lake water. Elk Mountain Trailhead on the Idaho Centennial Trail. I did get desperate enough to filter that lake water, so hopefully we'll find better water on the way down, but if not, I got some. This is a very peaceful spot. And I suppose that I will sit here and take a break as long as the mosquitoes will let me. This is a pretty little spot. Like a little lazy river. Almost to the Elk Meadow transfer camp. Then a mile or so to 21. Beautiful. Time for a little road walking. I'm on 21. Dad is coming to get me at 9 tomorrow, so I'm going to get at least, I hope, to where I can get off so I don't have to listen to traffic noise tonight before I set up. But it's just absolutely gorgeous out here. What a day. What a few days. I mean, that was incredible. So I'm at 22 something already today. So 320's got me where I'm at. And yeah, just gonna get a couple more and hit the hay. Get up early, maybe get a couple more, and Dad will come get me at 9. So all in all, very successful section.